Okay, we are live as we wait for everyone to get in here. If you're watching this back, video for Sunday is 3-4 defense. We're going to talk about our defense, the defense we're running, because nobody else talks about it. So I got out the old whiteboard, and we're going to talk about the 3-4 defensive alignment. And we'll wait for some people to get in here. Come on in, everybody. I hope my notification goes out. I think it did. Perhaps. No, it did not. Well, maybe it'll go out here in a second. All right, what's up, guys? Come on in. What's the scores? Oklahoma State's getting beat really bad by Tulsa, and Rutgers is beating Iowa 21-14. Rutgers and Iowa. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I did not bet on either one of those games. Louisville plays Bowling Green. Okay. They should get that one. All right. Anybody in here? Is I was going to do the South Carolina game, but the poll is 50-50, so I won't do that tomorrow. That's cool. No sense, unless everybody wants to see it. Hey, what's up? What's up, John? Oh, what's up? What's up, brother? What's going on, man? Just sitting here talking to myself. We'll just take a break tomorrow. I was thinking about doing the South Carolina game, but not enough. I did a little poll, and it was 50-50, so I'm not gonna come on if it's 50-50. So what's going on, man? Yeah. I was just sitting here giving out scores. Oklahoma's getting the crap beat out of them by Tulsa. I don't know what that's about. Vandy's gonna kill them. Kill South Carolina, or South Carolina plays Missouri. So yeah, Missouri's gonna kill them. Check mic source. Okay. All right. Where's my mic source? Oh, it might not be turned up. Well, let's turn it up. Let's turn that bad boy up. There we go. Now you turn me up. There we go. I had the volume turned down. My bad. I was talking. Yeah, let's turn that up. Let's turn the mic volume up. There we go. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, South Carolina plays Missouri. South Carolina. I put out a video. Nobody watched the video, but they didn't do well against Vanderbilt. Sounds like you on webcam mic. Oh, on the video I did, you mean? Because I was using a little mic. I have a little pin on mic that I will put on if I really want to. Sometimes I'll talk without a mic, but sometimes I'll put it on most of the time. If I'm at work, I didn't put that one on the South Carolina game. No, that was just me talking with the phone sitting right beside me. So, but yes, as you saw, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, I don't think they've ran for 100 yards. So they only ran for like 70 yards. So, man, their line play is really bad. All right. So what's going on? Everybody, I see there's 3 people. So yeah, we don't play. So hey, we're gonna take the week off. The pod comes out on Tuesday. So the official pods come out this Tuesday, right? So we'll find out who our 3 opponents are going to be every year, and then we'll, I think it's going to be Georgia, somebody, Mississippi State, Vandy. It's probably going to be South Carolina. I don't know. We'll see who our pod is. But yeah. Sorry about if my mic is. I had my volume turned down there. That was not good. There we go. Headset all the way up. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was doing a video earlier and I was trying to talk soft. But, so yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on tonight? It's Friday night. There's no games for us that we have to really watch tomorrow, other than I probably will sit and watch a little bit of South Carolina. If Sellers plays, they'll have a chance. If he doesn't play, that backup quarterback, man, he plays hard. But yeah. What's up, Jackson? I saw you put out the pod thing. It's going to be Tuesday on ESPN Network. Is that what you said? For our pods to be officially announced. So at least we'll have some, idea of who we're going to be playing. think your mic is connected. Well, oh no. Okay. Oh no. Well, should be connected, but it's not. How about now? Maybe I'm just sitting here talking. Now it might be connected. Maybe. Perhaps. No. Well, let's do this. Okay, testing 1, 2. Anybody? Volume maximum. All right, can anybody hear me now? We good? Disable webcam mic. Yeah. I don't know what I got here. It says it is on, but and it is flashing. So I do not know why it's not picking me up. There we go. How about now, guys? Anything? Anything at all? My mute is not on, so I should be. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get off and then come right back on. So I'll be right back. We'll try it again. Okay, go live. Go live. Go live. All right. How about now? All right. Now, can everybody hear me now? Are we good? Everybody hear me? Sometimes I have to go back in. Okay. How about now? How about now? How about now? If not, I can get out a mic in here, an emergency mic, and hook it up if I have to. All right. How about now? Sounds like you can hear you just like a tunnel. Okay. That is weird. Okay. I don't know what is going on here. That is weird because I am hooked up. I am hooked up. All right, guys. Sorry. I don't know if sometimes it's YouTube. I'll try to yell, I guess. Hell. Yeah, I know. I'll try to yell. I've got one I can plug in if I have to. I know I'm on webcam mic. I'm on 100%. All right. Sorry, it sounds like I'm in a tunnel, guys. This is a really expensive pair. This is an expensive headset. Okay. I paid a lot of money for this one, and I'm turned all the way up. I know. Any better at all? Still sucks. Still. Okay. If it does, I may try and put in another one. I got a crappy one, but all right. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good? I hate that I sound like I'm in a tunnel. I hate that. Volume maximum. All right, volume's maximum. It's $17. Well, it probably is, but this was an expensive headset. And I just said, well, you know what? I want a headset. I don't want a stand mic. So anyway, it sucks. All right. Well, anyway, as I was saying, our pod comes out on Tuesday. If you didn't hear that, so Tuesday we will know who our 3 teams are. So hey, that's good. All right. Who does everybody think? Who's our 3 teams going to be? Does anybody know? Anybody want to guess? I have no idea. It's supposed to be Georgia's one of them. I know. So I guess we will see. Yes, I should be good now. It shows that my mic is 100%. Okay, good. I think you can hear me now, right? It's not flashing. There we go. All right, good. YouTube, going through YouTube Studio here, you never know what you're going to get. How's everybody doing? Okay, we're back. John, what's up? Jackson, you still here? Anybody? Am I talking to myself? I could be talking to myself. I don't know. Okay, I do it often. Well, not often, but what's going on in the world of college football? Oklahoma State's getting the crap beat out of them by Tulsa. That's the only game I was looking at on here. And Rutgers is beating Iowa. So hey, that's the college football update. I hear you. Let's talk college football. All right. See, it finally stopped blinking. I don't know. YouTube. Okay, let's talk. How about the pod? So that's what we're talking about. Who's our pod going to be? What do you think, John? Sounds to me like Georgia, South Carolina, and either Mississippi State or Vanderbilt. Which I hope. Which Vanderbilt after this year when Pavia leaves? Don't worry, that'll be the end of that. Now, he is good. He is good. I put out that video today. Not a lot of people have watched it, but man, if you watch it, it shows you both South Carolina and Vanderbilt. So we're going to play both of them. So, hey, yeah, sorry about the crappy audio there. Sometimes that happens. I don't know what's up. I think I hit it with my, I don't think I hit it with my foot, but anyway, let's make sure we don't hit the cords, Tom. Yes, college football. We don't play. So, hey, we are just practicing. Our defensive backups are getting a lot of work, is what Mark Stoops said this week. So, yes, as we saw in the Eastern Michigan game, they need work, our backups. Kivas Thomas needs some work. Some other people need some work. So, yes, hopefully, come on in, everybody. Hey, it's Friday night. What's going on? There's only 2 games on right now. And Tulsa's beating the crap out of Oklahoma State. And Rutgers is beating Iowa. So the Grayton kid, yeah, I liked him too. He's probably, he played well when he was in there. And he was celebrating when he hit somebody. So I like that. So we played okay in that game. We played a lot of backups. They did a lot between the 20s, but they didn't do a lot in the red zone. So, we did what we had to do without getting anybody hurt. So, speaking of the defense, before you guys took this Sunday, I'll give you a little sneak peek since you guys got in here first. This is what we're going to talk about Sunday. The 3-4, the base 3-4 defense. Okay, that's what we play. So I did a little video on that to break it down so everybody can understand what defense we're playing. Because hey, I want to understand what a 3-4 is, which I sort of knew what a 3-4 was, but so I have that video on Sunday. So I have that out, and I was going to do a live for South Carolina, but I won't do a live for South Carolina. So that's all right. I'll take a day off, and we'll see what South Carolina does tomorrow night. I'll be interested to see if Sellers plays. If he has a concussion, he shouldn't be playing, but we'll see. The coach wants him to play because he's fighting for his job. Because if you have one bad year now, everybody's going to want you to fight. Everybody's going to want to fire you. So, all right. Can you hear me, John? Though seriously, can you hear me now? Everybody good? Oh, you can. Okay. Football game. See, dude, I got a PlayStation video on our offense coming out on Tuesday, where we go through and learn our offense playing PlayStation. I got that special video. I've been holding that one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out on Tuesday. So I got our defense on Sunday, and then you can learn a lot by playing that. John Gruden has a channel. John Gruden, and that was very interesting. I went and watched some of what he thought about the run game and the 3-4 defense. But you can learn a lot. You learn all the formations and all the plays. I mean, you got to be a coach to play college football 2025. I looked at the game and I'm like, man, this is not easy to play. It teaches you football, which is good. Some of our guys need to play PlayStation. Some of our media people need to play PlayStation 25 and figure out, that way they go, no, what are we doing? Well, this is what we're doing. So, so I will have that video coming out. Oh, got to make a linebacker a big dude. Well, a linebacker probably needs it. In a 3-4, you better have a big dude. 20. Oh, really? That's already out. Okay, I didn't know what number we were on. Oh, 2007. Oh, back in the day. Yeah, some of the older games I like better than the newer ones. Newer ones, good Lord. It's just so hard to play. But we have a PlayStation, but I don't play it. I don't play video games. So, back in the day I did, but no. 2007, that was a good year. So we had a couple good years in the, back then. But what's up, Andrew? Do you have any concern? No, I don't care if look, man, I don't care where John Summerall ends up. Okay, I'm not a fan of John Summerall yet. He hasn't proved me anything. If he beats Ole Miss tomorrow, talk to me. He hasn't beat one SEC school, and he's beat one ranked team, Navy. So how he's up and coming, I have no idea. But he is a Kentucky boy. So we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he beats Ole Miss tomorrow, talk to me. If he gets his ass kicked, then no, I don't want to hear any more about John Summerall. So, look, if he goes to another SEC school, fine. Go, look, it ain't about the coach so much now. It's about the money. Maybe he'll go to Florida. I don't know. Maybe he'll go somewhere else. I have no idea. I would go after somebody that was established. That's what I would do. I would go. I'd ask Brad White to coach, because if you lose Mark Stoops, you lose Brad White. So, If you think you're going to bring Tulane staff in here and start winning games, okay. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. So, yeah. But wherever he ends up is wherever he ends up. God bless him. He's a Kentucky boy. So, hey, we got to root for him. I hope they beat Ole Miss tomorrow. But the line's like 12.5. So, we'll see if they – I bet Ole Miss to cover that line because I think their defense – if you watch Tulane, I watched them against South Alabama, man, their defense is not that good. I mean, you damn near lost to South Alabama, and it was like 33-31. So, yeah. But, you never know. We'll see who all gets fired, and everybody will get fired now. There's so much money on the line, you're going to get fired. If you have 1 or 2 bad years, you're gone, no matter who you are. Texas, that guy, if he has another bad year, you think they'll fire his ass. So, yeah, this is about money now. This is about millions of dollars of money. And so, yeah, a lot of people's going to get fired. So, yes, I don't know what that will do to the team, but I like our chances against South Carolina. If you watched my video against South Carolina, man, their line play, their offensive line, they can outrun the ball. Their defensive line, they have one pass rusher that's really good, but man, they can't stop the run. I mean, and they can't run. And if you can't stop the run on us, I think we're 4th in the SEC in rushing. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to run. We're going to run, and, Cutter Boley, if you see, he should never throw – our quarterback should never throw 30 passes. That's how you know if he throws 30 passes, we probably lose him. Yeah, it should always be around 20, 20 to 25 or so, 28 passes. If you see our quarterback had to throw 30 passes, we probably lost. So, yeah, let's just worry about us, and let's try to keep Mark Stoops, and we should be able to do well against South Carolina, even if they have Sellers. And I feel sorry for Shane Beamer because the dude's been doing a good job, but they did not invest in their line. So, hey, we invested in our offensive and defensive line, which was very smart because so far both have played very well. We have picked off, we have 5 interceptions in 3 games. So our defense has played well, except for the last game, which I don't count that game. We played a lot of backups. But we will take the week off, and if South Carolina gets their ass kicked, maybe they won't be in the mood to play us. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe they'll get pissed off. I don't know. But we will find out our pod on Tuesday. So that's why I'm looking forward to the pods, right? We get to find out who we playing. And, yes, so what do you think? Who's our pod going to be? Does anybody care? I mean, I sort of care. It's supposed to be one good team, one middle-of-the-road team, one bad team. And then every 4 years, they'll maybe switch it up. So we'll see who we get. And no. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I definitely, like I said, I put out the video. And if you watch my video on South Carolina Vanderbilt, Pavia, you see how efficient he is and how creative he is and how slippery he is. Yeah, he is hard to bring down. They're not going to make the playoffs. People say Vanderbilt's going to make them. They ain't going to make the playoffs. They'll have a good year. Let's see what they do against Alabama, LSU, Tennessee. Then talk to me. Yeah, they ain't going to be. They're not that good. They have a good defense and they have a good quarterback. So Carolina, Missouri, Vanderbilt. Well, it ain't going to be that, brother. It's going to be one real. I wish it was that. It'll be probably Georgia. It'll be our hard team. Then the middle of the road team, South Carolina, Missouri, and then the bad team, Vandy, Mississippi State. I don't know. We'll see. I guess it's a big deal on the SEC network on Tuesday. They're going to announce it, and I guess it's a big deal when they announce it. So I don't know if it's at night. Jackson, if you're still on here, tell me when that show is. Big Blue Breakdown put out a video about that. I'll have to go watch it to see when it is. But yeah, and then we'll rotate. So that'll be fair now. Now we get a fair schedule. Yeah. So give us Auburn. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't think we'll get Auburn because Auburn's too far. They'll get Alabama. Obviously, they'll get Alabama. They'll probably get Florida or, we'll see. We'll see what we get. I think it looks like Georgia to me. Georgia. Maybe it'll be Tennessee. I don't know. But yeah, Auburn, Jackson Arnold, running quarterbacks. When I talk about our defense, I got a video coming out about the 3-4, and it's really good against running quarterbacks and the run game. So, yeah, when we play all these running quarterbacks, we're going to need it. Georgia games are close. Yeah, I'll take it. It's a 4-year deal. They reassess every 4 years. So, yeah, I mean, we always play them close. Look, we're not going to get them. Nobody gets them. I mean, Tennessee had them and they didn't get them. So, yeah, Georgia, hard to get Georgia. I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated, obviously, but Kirby Smart is probably the best coach in the league. So, but the other two teams, I'll take, South Carolina and Mississippi State is the one I saw. It was the one that was leaked that it was Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State. So if it is, that's fine with me because we didn't have Vanderbilt. Tennessee had Vanderbilt and somebody else had Vanderbilt. So I'll take Mississippi State. Look, we just got to win games. We need to worry about the next game, which is South Carolina, who, they're struggling right now. I just did a video on the South Carolina Vanderbilt game. If you want to go back and watch it, you're going to see how good, Vanderbilt is, their quarterback is. And then you're going to see that South Carolina's defensive and offensive line, they didn't invest very much in that. And Jordan Dingle was catching passes for South Carolina. So there you go. He caught the first pass of the game. I think he caught like 5 or 6 passes. So Jordan Dingle had a good game for South Carolina. So we just need to keep doing what we're doing, throwing to the tight end. What's up, John? USC, Mississippi State. Well, we ain't get. No, I wish we would get them. Yeah, that'd be great. Now we'll get one. It's supposed to be one hard team, one middle team, one bad. There's no hard team in there. Yeah, no, that's no hard teams. No, we'll probably get Georgia. I'm sure we're going to get Georgia, guys. Unless it's Tennessee. I think it's going to be Georgia. I think it's going to be, because we're the bad team in the group of whoever gets us, okay? We're not the good team and we're not the middle team. So I don't know. It's going to be the hard team. Yeah, I mean, they got a good team, but they're not going to playoffs or anything. I mean, South Carolina, once Sellers went out, it was a tie. It was only a 14-7 game. When Sellers went out, the backup quarterback couldn't do anything. Then they really stacked the box. And yeah, Vandy has a decent defensive line, okay? And of course, their quarterback is good. So they are effing good and might be. Nah, they're not. Dude, if they beat LSU, Alabama, and all the Tennessee, talk to me. They're not. They can't score. If you look at them, their yard. They never get they always have about. They never get 400 yards of offense. They have to win like we do. You know what the little secret that nobody's telling you about Vanderbilt is? They slow the game down. They play at a slow pace. Like they only had 187 passing and 160 rushing in that game on South Carolina. Then you look back at their games, they're not getting, they're not running very many plays. So yeah, they're doing what we do. They're slowing the tempo down and just trying to really run the quarterback, So yeah, we gotta be disciplined when we play that guy. They are rich. Well, yeah, a lot of people are rich too. Texas is rich. Texas A&M, rich. Alabama, rich. Georgia. Yeah, I mean, look, it's money. It's about money. Money. So I put out a basketball video, and Field of 68 said that Kentucky's basketball roster is 25% higher than anyone's in the country. I don't know if that's true. It's a rumor, but we shall see. Anonymous, what's up, brother? Has a award-winning play caller too. Who's their? You mean their quarterback? Yeah, he's good. He played at New Mexico State. I knew him when he played in New Mexico State because I won a lot of money off of him. They went and beat the crap out of Auburn and embarrassed them. So yeah, I knew who he was. Yeah, I mean he's a good player. He knows. He's crafty, dude. He knows when to run and where to run, and you really got to contain him. But I'm going to put a video out about our 3-4 alignment. Playing the defense that we play, if we tackle well, we should be able. You just got to contain him because if you just let him run, it's you can't do that. We have to stop the run. No, I'm talking about their offensive coaches. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, they're not getting 400 yards of offense every game. They're only they only average like the last game. They got 187 passing, 160 rushing. But what their offensive coaches do is what we do. When we get complaints about it, but they do the same thing. They slow the game down. They play at a slow pace, and then they hit you. So yeah, they are very smart. The way they play is very smart. they don't want a bunch of snaps either. So they're not trying to get in a shootout either. So yeah, Pavia is smart. Look, yeah, they played Georgia State this week. I can't believe they lost to Georgia State last year, but they lost to Georgia State. Dowdell our best back. Probably depends. Are we inside the 5 yard line? It's Dowdell. If we're anywhere else, it's McGowan. Do they play a similar style? Suits like to do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do, man. Yeah, but I didn't notice it. I just did a video on South Carolina Vandy, and I was looking at it. I'm like, hey, they kind of run. If you look what we run, a lot of people run. South Carolina was running a lot of what we run. They were trying to throw that screen pass behind the line, and it did not work. Man, their offensive line played awful. They couldn't block anybody. There were people in the backfield. I mean, man, South Carolina. If Sellers doesn't play, and he may or may not play, they're going to be in trouble if he doesn't play. Because the dude that Doty, I mean, he's a tough, hard-nosed kid, but they just stacked the box on him and just, I felt sorry for him. I don't know, dude. If you have a concussion, I know what they're telling you online, but let me tell you this. If you have a concussion, you could be out a week or you could be out a month. It just depends on when the doctor clears you, because there's supposed to be an independent. It's not up to South Carolina. The SEC has independent doctors that say, yes, he can play. He got out of concussion protocol. No, he cannot. So I don't know if he'll play. And if he plays this week, well, obviously you'll know he'll play. But if he doesn't play this week, we'll see. He didn't get hit real hard. I put that on my video. He got hit hard, but the dude just kind of pancaked him. He didn't hit him hard. Vanderbilt they're really well coached. Yeah, they are well coached. Hopefully they will, or somebody take their coach. If somebody doesn't take their coach, if their coach is good, somebody's probably gonna come get them. I say that, you never know. So many coaches are gonna get fired, guys. When you're talking about money, millions of dollars, a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, Texas is coach. They're getting on him. If he doesn't win a national championship, it's kind of like our basketball. You're expected to go to the playoffs every year, and you better win one every once in a while. But yeah, Vanderbilt, Pavia is. There's no smarter quarterback than him, especially when you run. There's nobody smarter than him when he takes off running. Yeah, because he will throw it back. He will do anything with it. You really got to watch him. I mean, last year we only lost 20-13, but in the fourth quarter we could not stop him from getting. He ran out the clock on us because we couldn't stop him from running. Andrew, what's up, brother? I'm in medical field. Oh, really? I'm in the medical field, specifically eyes. These doctors are very. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. That's what I said, dude. Well, you got to be careful with a concussion. And I know they're saying he's probably going to play and all this, but it ain't up to Shane Beamer. It's not supposed to be. It's like the NFL. There's an independent guy who does not have anything to do with either university, South Carolina, that says, yes, he can play. So, they're saying head injury. They're not saying concussion. So I don't know. We shall see if he has multiple concussions. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever had one before. He's a big dude. Now, he's different than Pavia. He'll just take off running anywhere. It's just big dude. You just got to try and tackle his ass. He'll drag people. Pavia can't do that when we play him down the road. But, yeah, no, we just need to keep doing. We're fourth in the SEC in rushing, so we just need to keep running the football. So I was watching John Gruden. John Gruden has a YouTube video. If you want to learn about football, I went and watched that dude's channel. I was like, damn, this guy knows football. He was talking about running the ball. Running the ball forces you to change your alignment. And however many people we put to run the ball, if we have 9 people, trying to run the ball out of 11, they have to put 9 people to match you. So, yeah, really interesting listening to John Gruden. But, yeah, concussion. Yeah, I think so, Andrew. I think, what's the difference between head injury? Well, what does that mean? Yeah. Look, just say the C word and let's go hoping the South Carolina wins tomorrow. Well, they could, man. Maybe they'll come out. If Sellers plays, they have a chance. If the other kid plays, the problem with South Carolina is, dude, they cannot run the ball. Their offensive line is awful. Guys, when they hand the ball off, there's already people 5 yards in the backfield tackling a poor guy. They had a fourth and a half a yard, and they tackled my man as soon as he had the ball off. Vanderbilt was already in there. They are getting tackled for loss a lot in that game. And they didn't run on Georgia State, and they really could have lost to Virginia Tech. So, man, they're on the ropes. Maybe they'll come out fighting. You never know. I don't know. Look, I don't know Missouri. They play a pro style offense. But yeah, let's hope they lose. Yeah, you don't want them to win. I mean, I want them to get their ass kicked so bad it hurts their feelings. That'd be a good thing. But no, Shane Beamer, I feel sorry for him because he's a good coach, but they did not invest money in their offensive and defensive line. And guess what? That's showing. But we did. That's how smart we were. Because our offensive, if you watch our offensive line guys, I put out a little shorts video that's about 15 seconds long on our offensive line. And you'll see them just push, just Kendrick Law's blocking. We got tight ends blocking. I mean, we got the quarterback, the run. I mean, we'll get out of 11 guys, we'll commit 8 guys to a run play. So, I mean, like John Gruden said, if you commit 8 guys to a run play, the defense has to commit 8 guys to the run. Or that, and then you can do a play fake. We just need to hit some passes. What's up? Posse, I have a good feeling about South. Yeah, I do too. After watching them, I just did a video on Vanderbilt, South Carolina, because I'm not going to do the game tomorrow. Because I did a poll and it was 50-50. So I'm not going to waste you guys' time. But look, go watch my video. It was poorly edited because I was sitting at work last night at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to edit this video, but it turned out okay. But yeah, South Carolina's both their defensive line, they can't tackle. I mean, man, I was like, wow, these guys, they're all we got to do is play our game. They worse offense than ours. Now look, our offense is picking it up, dude. We're fourth in SEC in rushing. Okay, that's what we need to be. We just need to pick it up on the quarterback play. But no, we're fourth in the SEC in rushing, and we will intercept your quarterback. We will run the ball down your throat, and we'll intercept your quarterback. That's 2 things we're good at. What do you think about Cutter Boley? I think he's fine. Yeah, I mean he's going to start. Look, he's starting, and he'll be our quarterback next year. And then we'll see when the kid you can always redshirt the Cincinnati kid or whatever. It's good to have that problem. No, I mean he's fine. Look, in this offense, guys, the one thing I learned about watching this offense. The quarterback in our offense is never going to throw. If he throws 30 passes, that we probably lost. He's going to throw 20 to 25, 26, 27 passing, and then we're going to run the ball the rest of the time. Because all we're doing is running, and then hitting you, and then running, hitting you with a pass. We're just using the pass, yeah. So yeah, 30. I think Calzada was 15 to 30 at Ole Miss, but we were behind, and Cutter Boley had to throw a couple too. So yeah, very few times will you see us throw over 30 passes in the offense that we run, which I have a PlayStation video coming out on Tuesday. So everybody can understand our offense, especially some of our media guys can watch PlayStation, and this guy's going to, he plays PlayStation and shows you our offense. It's the Boise State offense. That's what we're running. Andrew watched film. Do you see left the right tight ends wide open? I probably saw that, and I saw that Kevis Thomas, our cornerback, kept getting burned. I did notice that. No, I did not notice that particular play wide open. But I'm going to tell you this: they didn't cover our tight ends. Once our tight ends released off the line of scrimmage, they just let them go. And it's like, well, if they're going to let them go, throw it. Why do we throw the tight end so much? Because they didn't cover them. They committed to the run game. They were so worried about the run, they let the tight ends go, and they did it on the goal line. And that's why they were open like that. Because when you run the ball, as John Gruden said, go watch John Gruden. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. However many people the offense commits to the run on running play, the defense has to match that number. So if you commit the offensive line, a tight end, the slot receiver, the running back, you commit 8 guys to the run play, the defense has to commit 8 guys. So yeah, our offense is not sexy, but it's effective. So we just need to perfect it. Cutter throws, the receivers got to catch the ball, and they did catch the ball. Caddis made a couple, but yeah, the receivers. Hardly Gilmore still can't get open, but that's all right. Hey, what's up, Curtis? They missed Anonymous. I think a lot of fans don't know how good. They don't know. Stone Saunders. Yeah, no, you're right, Anonymous. They don't know, and they don't. And some of our media don't know, but they don't know, and they don't. A lot of them don't care to know because they just want Stoops gone, and I get it, and just go on to the next guy. And okay, no, let's try to win some. Let's play this out before we start. Crystal ball. We're gonna go 3-9. Let's just see if we go 3-9. We ain't going 3-9. I got news for you. If you watch the other teams, go watch Florida. Go watch Auburn. Yeah, I mean, Texas isn't even playing that good. Cutter has potential. Yes, he does. I mean, we'll see. That kid's good at Cincinnati, but we can redshirt him. He wants to play baseball. Let him play baseball. Need to new wide receiver. Need to play new. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. They love Harley Gilmore so much because Harley Gilmore is the number one receiver. And I don't understand why Macklin, this X receiver and Y receiver, well, Harley Gilmore's, that's their guy, but he's so little. Like I keep saying, guys, and I keep showing you on film, he can't hand fight anybody. He can't, if he gets bodied up one on one, he is yet to outfight anybody for a ball. Cutter Bowley threw that one ball so well over two guys, he caught it. So yeah, I mean, look, when he's on the field, you're just gonna have to, know that you might as well not throw any balls one on one long to him because he's not gonna catch it. 3-4, yep. Yeah, you know what? Now that you said that, guess what? Hey, you know what you say, Posse? I'll give you a sneak preview. On Sunday, this is the video. Okay, this is the video. I go over the 3-4 defense and the alignment and what the 3-4 defense is. So I'm going to talk about that and how smart we were to get the players we got. We were very smart. Brad White and Mark Stoops knew what they were doing when they started to play this 3-4 alignment. Because I thought, are we going to play this the whole year? And we got in a 4-3 a little bit, but against Ole Miss. But let me tell you what, we're playing this 3-4 defense pretty good right now. So yeah, Harley has potential. He does. But man, you know what? Potential ain't catching balls and winning games. Potential will get you fired. Curtis, I don't know why Gilmore's the Hester. Yeah, Hester's 6'5". Look, all I can say is he can't. I don't know. Maybe he's not doing well in practice. Yeah, but yes, you're right. Posse, the 3-4. Oh, you said 3-4 conference games. I thought you said about 3-4 defense. I'm sorry, brother. Yes, we can win 3 or 4 conference games. I thought you were just talking about 3-4. I got confused. I'm doing a video on the 3-4 defense, and I'll explain it to you. 3-4 for dummies because I don't know either till I started watch John Gruden. And I went, I'm gonna do a video on this. Oh yeah, we can win 3 or 4 conference. Yeah, absolutely. It needs to start with the next one is what it needs to start with though. Yes. But yeah, the Cincinnati kid, we'll worry about him when he gets here. I mean, let's make sure he gets here. And yeah, so hey, we can beat Vanderbilt. Yeah, it'll be tough. You gotta stop Pavia. They don't put a lot of yards on you offensively. I was just saying before you got in here, Curtis, to Anonymous, Vanderbilt does the same thing we do. They slow the game down. That's it. Yeah, they're not trying to run. They're like us. They're not trying to run a lot of plays on you. They're just trying to beat you. It snowballed in South Carolina. When Sellers went out, it was 14-7. And then when they brought the backup quarterback in, oh, man, they just blitzed the hell out of him. They couldn't run, and yeah. So I feel sorry for Shane Beamer, but yeah. Vanderbilt's a winnable game, but you got to contain Diego Pavia, and that's a tough for anybody to do. We'll see what they do the rest of the year. They will have played LSU, Tennessee, Alabama. By the time they get to us, with Vandy is don't beat themselves. Yeah. Like we only lost 20-13 last year. We did a good job on him last year. It's just that we couldn't score, and then at the end of the game, he was able to get some first downs and run out the clock. Because he is good. He is the best running quarterback as far as trying to tackle his ass because he is slippery. There's no better running quarterback, but man, we're going to see a lot of running quarterbacks. If we see Sellers, DJ Lagway, if they don't bench his ass, Pavia, Jackson Arnold runs all the time. He runs for more than he passes. So we were smart to say we're going to play a 3-4 alignment because 3-4 alignment gives you more people standing up and you can spread out a little bit and just got to tackle well. But I did do a video on South Carolina Vanderbilt if you want to go back and watch it. Poorly edited at the end. Sorry, guys. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to do that video. But I show you what happened in that game and why South Carolina's line play is just awful. I mean, their offensive line is bad. They ran for 80 yards on Vanderbilt. I don't think they didn't run for 100 yards on South Carolina State. So, I mean, they got that one good back Fajon or whatever. But, man, yeah, let's hope they lose really bad tomorrow. Will Sellers play? I don't know. That's the doctors will make that determination, not South Carolina. I know they're putting out, stuff that we're hopeful he's going to play. It's not up to you. It's up to the doctors, supposedly. So, yeah, Georgia, we can give. Yeah, I mean, look, we can give it. Listen, if you run the ball and you control the tempo, you can stay in these games. We were in that Ole Miss game. Cutter Boley just happened to, when it was 27-20, Cutter Boley missed Kendrick. Well, he looked at Kendrick Law the whole way and didn't throw it to him. So we were down there getting ready to, maybe score a touchdown. But we covered the spread, and everybody said we was going to be 52-7, and they were going to kick us. No. We control these games. We're keeping these games to 70 plays. That's what we want to do. Hold them to 70 plays, us to 70 plays. Run the ball. I just put out a shorts video on the big blue wall. It's 15 seconds. It's one play. Go watch it. Watch Kendrick Law block. Kendrick Law is blocking as a slot receiver. So, yeah, we're running the ball and throwing to the tight ends. That's what we're going to do. DJ Waller, yeah, he's going to be back, is what Mark Stoops said. They just were keeping him. He could have played last week, but they were not going to play him. And I agree. And, they were not going to get anybody hurt in that game last week. Dowdell kind of got banged up. He didn't go back in. So that was a feel-good game. Let's play the backups and not get anybody hurt. Curtis. Yeah, I keep saying that too. We're going to win a game. Look, we're going to get somebody we're not supposed to get. I know our media doesn't think that. Of course, sometimes I don't know about our media. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know how much football knowledge they have, really. Some of them do and some of them don't. Yeah, I mean, Missouri's got the advantage, guys. They cannot run. Their defensive line is not good, and they can't tackle. Vanderbilt was just running through them. Our offensive line is as good as Vanderbilt's. I can tell you right now. They just ran all over them. Now, Sellers was in there. Could have been a closer game. Yeah, it could have been. But we shall see. Yeah, I mean, I think so, Curtis. I said it from the beginning. We're going to go to a bowl. Yeah. And I mean, look, this is like the pros. You're not going to win very few teams will win every year, will be stellar every year. Texas is not stellar. They want them, if he doesn't make the playoffs, they wanted him fired. It's like the guys, what else does the guy need to do? We'll see. And Florida are just going to give up. Well, that's what I hope. I hope so too, Curtis. I hope they give up. That would be good. I like that's what we did last year in August. Missouri took our running back. Yep, yes, they did. Took Michigan, swooped in. Yep. Yeah, Missouri's, look, they play a pro-style offense. WKRP, what's up, brother? Get right game. Yeah, we needed that. Cutter Boley needed that. The offense needed that. They didn't cover the tight ends because they had to cover the run game. Pick your poison. Now, if you can throw the tight end, guys, now you're the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you're Travis Kelce. Now we can really – yes, we need the receivers to catch. But, man, if you start not covering our tight ends, all three of them caught a touchdown. Boyers got called back. So, look, just run the ball. Just perfect your offense. Vanderbilt runs a lot of what we run. Once I was watching film, I'm like, hey, they're running the same thing we're running. So, yeah, everybody thinks our offense is some – no. They're running a lot of one-back sets. And same thing, except Pavia runs, and our quarterback does not run. Do you think Cutter Boley? Yeah. Then, Zach, a thrower, it depends. Are we talking long ball? I mean, look, I don't know. Poor Calzada, guys just dropped the damn ball. And, at least he caught it. Cutter threw that one really good ball over everybody. I don't know who's the better thrower. I want the better quarterback, whoever we can win with. So just put Cutter Boley in there. Calzada's a one-year player. Let him be the backup. Pay him his money. Put Boley in there, and let's just go. Because if you're going to lose, you need to play with the people that the fans want. The fans want Cutter Boley. So that's who. Give the fans what they want. There's not that much difference in the two of them. Okay. I think Zach was playing hurt. He was playing hurt. That's what he said. Look, that dude's got a massive arm as far as throwing a long ball. It's just nobody can. Harley Gilmore can't catch it. So, I don't know what you do. Like I said, I'm disappointed in Harley Gilmore as the X receiver in our offense. I wish they would play Hester, but evidently Hester must be not doing well in practice. Is the only thing I can figure. But if you said I'm going to play a 5'9" guy or a 6'5" guy, which one would you play? He better be the 5'9" guy. Better be way better. And I'm saying 5'9". He's listed at 6 foot, but I don't think he's 6 foot. Hardly there. But yeah, we got to keep throwing to Law. We did some good things with him. Farrier caught a pass. Macklin caught some passes. Farrier can come in. yeah, I don't know why we're not throwing to Macklin more. And Kendrick Law is going to block. Kendrick Law is going to be Wandale Robinson. He got to stay near the line of scrimmage, which is where he needs to stay to get somebody better be following him because that's why you tie up one of their linebackers or safeties is you move Kendrick Law and keep putting him in motion because you better follow him. And he's run blocking. I just put a shorts video on of the big blue wall, and it's just one play, one running play that's broken down, and you'll see it. And who comes in at the end and blocks somebody? Kendrick Law. So yeah, we got our wide receivers run blocking. So yeah, we need for Seth McGowan and Dowdell to they're the star of the offense, guys, that we're running. That's the way it is on that offense that we're running. They are the stars. Hardly open. Yeah, I didn't call him that. You can call him that. I still like it. I came up with it. If anybody else says it anywhere else on the internet, you tell them, I came up with that. Hardly open. That was me. Yeah. Hardly catchable catching has supposed to be the strength of the offense. Yeah, no, it's a running back. Yeah. When you're running the Boise State offense, it's the halfback. The halfback you'll see one back sets. Very rarely will you're not going to see two backs in there unless it's third down. It's one back sets. So, yeah, Seth McGowan needs to catch the ball because Patterson came in and caught a ball. I don't know if you saw that at the end. Patterson, it keeps hitting him in his hands and he keeps dropping it. So the running back needs to catch the ball in this offense. And Patterson did a good job. I thought you didn't want people to say it. I didn't. What's up, Randy? Randy's here. Randy, that was a hell of a game, man. Gunnar Stockton showed me some of that game. I had to turn it off, and I had to start our game, so I had to switch over when it went to overtime. But they iced their own kicker, dude. I was like, why are you trying to center the ball? And I said something bad's going to happen. And so no, Georgia, Gunnar Stockton. Anybody that doubted Gunnar Stockton, no, don't doubt Gunnar Stockton. He when it was 21-0, Randy, and he got up off the mat and did that. That was good. Say it was you. Okay. Well, you can say it's me, Andrew. It was me. I mean, I don't want to speak, well, let's keep it our secret. Yeah. I don't want the KSR boys to have something on me. So, and not that they would know who Harley Gilmore. I know who Harley Gilmore is, but yeah, Georgia, man, that was a hell of a game right there. That was a heck of a game. Poor Tennessee's field goal kicker looked so scared before he went out there to make that kick at the end of the game. And like, man, he looked scared. And so pressure. We got a good field goal kicker, guys. I don't know if you noticed. Our special teams has played pretty good. If you guys have noticed that, our kickers and everything. I tried to tell everyone. Yep, you said it, Randy. Don't worry about Gunnar Stockton. You were the first one to say it. And yes, do you think we beat Tennessee? Curtis, I will never pick us to beat Tennessee. I'm too old. They done beat our ass too many times over years. It's just like Georgia. Tennessee cannot beat Georgia no matter what. They just lost that game. We do that every damn game. We lose to them. I'll never pick us to win. Not this year. I won't pick us to win this year because they are good. They could have won that. Georgia and Tennessee are really good. LSU didn't impress me. I wasn't impressed with anybody else. But Tennessee and Georgia are the two teams that really impressed me in our league. Andrew, have you been to Tennessee Stadium? No, I've never been to Neyland Stadium. Texas a game. Oh, anybody can give Texas a game. Hell, that little team they played, who was that? UTEP or whoever gave them a game. I mean, we can give a game. Yeah, but yeah, Georgia, Randy, who's the pods? Randy, the pods get announced Tuesday, right? Somebody said it's on live on the ESPN or SEC network. The pods get announced, and who's it going to be? Will Kentucky and Georgia be in the same pod? I'm thinking they are going to be. But we shall see. We'll either get Tennessee or Georgia. So I can see us getting Georgia as our pod. I don't know what you guys think because we got to get one good team. And, everybody gets one good team, one middle team, one bad team. We are the bad team in whoever's pod. Okay, we're not the middle team or the good team. But, Randy, we're playing good, Randy. I'll tell you what, we're sneaky good now. Our defense is good. I was impressed. I don't know why Kendrick Law doesn't get talked. Yeah, I don't either. He's too busy run blocking. That dude does everything, man. He's all over. They got him in motion. Now, see, Bush Hamden was smart. Don't do all that pre-snap motion crap. Just put Law in motion because, like I've been saying, you got to follow him. Whoever's on him, you better get on him Because if you throw him a 2-yard pass, he can lead. He played very well in that game. Anonymous, yeah, that's a lot. Yes. Yeah, he's a very good player. What's the game you think we can beat? We're not supposed to win. I'm not afraid of Texas. I can tell you that right now. Because if Arch Manning just is, man, not impressed with Texas, and I think we can get Texas, maybe Tennessee. I don't know. That's a home game. Maybe we could get to. Maybe Aguilar will have a bad game and throw interceptions. But yeah, but no, it's going to be hard to get Georgia, Tennessee. I say Texas if I had to pick. I'm with you, Gators, Auburn for Georgia. Yeah, I think you might be right about that, Randy. I think that's your pod. Will get a touchdown in South Carolina. Well, good. I hope he does. He had one called back because Harley Gilmore was holding. Harley Gilmore right in front of the referee grabbed a guy's jersey when Kendrick Law was running to the end zone. Man, Harley Gilmore, dude. What? Why you do that, Harley? Anybody on the schedule? Yeah, I mean, well, we can play. The key is to stay in these games and play at our pace. Like Vanderbilt, I was telling you, I just did a film, a little small highlight video on South Carolina Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt plays a lot like we do. They slow it down. They stay in the game. We just got to stay in the game. Ole Miss game. We had a chance at the end there. Cutter Bowley missed Kendrick Law. He was looking right at him. I don't know why he didn't throw it. But, yeah, we were in that game. We did not get blown out. I don't see us, as long as we don't get blown out and we can stay in the game and, run the ball. That's what they call, our media calls mucking it up because they don't know how to say run the ball. We're a run first team. Yes. Don't send us any more quarterbacks who lead with their shoulder. Well, hey, against Ole Miss, I think they win that one. I don't know about that, Adonis. I don't know, man. He sure blew that last at the end of the game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if he would have been starting and then practicing with the ones, I go along with you. But just starting him cold after the game one, I don't know. Maybe. We'll never know. It's a different vibe when he's in there. So maybe it's a vibe thing. Maybe it's just a different vibe sometimes. Different way you conduct yourself in the huddle. So we'll see. He's going to play. So we're going to find out. Yeah. Hard to beat a team like Ole Miss 2 years in a row. How many people beat them 2 years in a row? Bye week. Oh, really? Fun for us too. Oh, really? Is it your bye week too, Randy? Oh no, you play. No, you guys don't play this week. Yeah, Tennessee plays somebody awful. There's not very many league games. Missouri, South Carolina. Best to pick through why Stellano not getting targets. Besides Calzada through. Well, I don't know what because you know why Stellano does not get any targets, Andrew? I'm going to answer your question. Because he's Kendrick Law's backup, and Kendrick Law is going to be in there because Kendrick Law can do it all. That's why he's not playing. He's just the backup, F receiver or slot receiver. That's why he's not playing because he's a backup in case he gets hurt. Kendrick Law gets hurt. Show with Kentucky football YouTubers. Would you want to do a show with Kentucky football YouTubers? Who, Randy? Randy would do a show with anybody. Oh, Tennessee has UAB. Yeah, I knew they had somebody. Well, yeah, Arkansas should be. Memphis. I'm not sold on Tulane, Randy. I'm not sold on Tulane. I know everybody else is. They barely beat South Alabama. I mean, look, I think he's a good coach, but we'll see if they, I don't think Lane Kiffin will try to run up the score on them because he coached it. Obviously John Summerall coached it at Ole Miss, but as an assistant. But let's see if they cover the point spread, which is now 12.5. That would impress me if they cover the point spread because I think Austin Simmons is going to play. So we'll see. We'll see how good Tulane is. We're about to find out. We'll know tomorrow night when that game's over. So yeah, I will watch it. And Randy, South Carolina, their offensive line is bad. Man, their defensive line, their line play is awful. Man, Vanderbilt they have not run for 100 yards on anybody. They didn't run for 100 yards on South Carolina State. I mean, man, I feel, we'll see. Is watching Tulane coach. Yeah, and I don't know why, Curtis, because the guy has not been one. He's 0-4 against the SEC. He's beat one ranked team, Navy. He got the crap beat out of by Army last year. Look, like I said, he's a Kentucky boy, so I'm not going to give him too much of a hard time. But, dude, you got to win. You got to win. I know he keeps saying he's up and coming. If you're up and coming, then beat somebody. Let's see what he does against we'll see what he does against Lane Kiffin. D-line not getting a lot of credit. Yeah, our D-line now. If you're just getting in here, I have a video coming out Sunday, guys. Randy, I'm going to talk about the defense we play. I'm going to show you our defense, a base 3-4 defense, and why it's so good. Because our media will not tell you anything about the defense. I'll show you why we're good. Yeah, Randy, we have a pretty solid defense. We play a 3-4, and we play that 3-4 pretty well. So I thought I didn't know about playing 3-4 in the SEC, man, but it's worked for us. So yeah, Hardy, yeah, and Mizzou, yeah, he is the real deal. Yep. Missouri's probably going to steamroll. If Sellers doesn't play, man, they're going to get steamrolled, guys. I mean, no offense against their backup quarterback. You're just going to – all Vanderbilt did was put blitz everybody. And, yeah, he's not going to – he's going to have to get good real quick before tomorrow night. I think they play – no, they play at night. Yeah, they do play at 6:30. Yeah, we'll see South Carolina tomorrow. And, look, Shane Beamer's hearing it, right now. So, they didn't invest in their offensive line and their defensive line, and it shows. So, but they got Jordan Dingle, and Jordan Dingle caught like 4 or 5 passes. So, yeah, they got our tight end, one of our tight ends. And so, yeah. Yeah, sure, we'll be ranked again. I don't know if it'll be this year, but, yeah, sure. Why not? We can be ranked again. Everybody acts like we can't win 9. March 2 set the bar high, but he's got to get back to it. Yeah, we can be ranked again. Sure. We just have to, Florida's going to have a new coach. Auburn might, if they don't win, they'll have a new coach. There's going to be some new coaches. Okay. If we don't win, we'll have a new coach. Not everyone has UK schedule. Yeah. Look, when the pods come out on Tuesday and we start playing the pod system and it's fair for everybody, we'll play the other 12 teams. Every year we'll play 6, and then the next year the other 6, and we rotate it around. Then it's fair, but not giving us this schedule 2 years in a row. And I'm sure Randy probably didn't like their schedule. I mean, you get a hard schedule 2 years in a row. There was no reason not to switch up the schedule. First of all, I don't know what that was even all about. So yeah, we got stung, with a bad schedule. Yeah, go look. No offense, go look at Missouri's schedule. Speaking of going on the shows, I'm all over Alabama. Oh, really? Oh, I bet you are. I bet you are all over Alabama. Those 2 guys that you do stream with in Alabama, I like those 2 guys you do stream with, the One Alabama channel. I'm going on other Kentucky podcasts. So I am visiting another podcast. I enjoy doing Big Blue Breakdown with Jackson. But, Alabama and Georgia. There's another game, man. Every week there's something. WKRP, we don't have to be the top of the SEC. We just need to get to the playoffs. Right. The one year, if there was 16 teams, there's twice we'd have been in the playoffs. If there was 12, once we would have been. The year we beat Penn State, and if there would have been 12, we would have been. It just depends on how much they keep expanding the playoffs, and we'll see what they do to that, and how they're going to do it, Kurt, our defense is better. Yes, it is. Way better. You know what's even better than that? Tom Leach said our offensive line, our pass protection is 1,000 times better than last year. Yes, we have time to throw. Look, our line play. March Stoops was so smart. I'm going to show you the 3-4 defense on Sunday. I'll save it for Sunday. So smart to get the people he got on both sides of our line. We have a stellar offensive line. So, yeah, the pass protection is there. Boley's not getting killed. He has time to throw, and, so that was the key. South Carolina did not invest in their offensive line and their defensive line, and guess what? They can't run for 100 yards on anybody. Football national title lifetime. I don't know, brother. I don't know about that. Not in football. There'll be very few. I say very few people. whoever, it's going to be the same. Whoever pays the biggest for the biggest roster is going to win it. Okay. Or has the best talent. I don't think in our lifetime, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. We happen to play in the wrong league. Now, if we play in the ACC, I would say yes, because we could get in the playoffs easier. If you can get in the playoffs, you can get lucky and make a run. Louisville in the ACC, well, hell, they can get a Clemson. They, Dabo Swinney, if everybody watches where he went off in his press conference, we won our league 12 times or whatever. Yeah, you won your league 12 times because it's not that good. Yeah, if we played in another league, I would say yes, Andrew. But playing in the SEC, I don't think we can do it. All press conference schedules. All right. Tuesday. Good. All right. Good. You do that, Randy. All right. I want to see that. UK will give up basketball. Yeah, they'd have to give up basketball. Correct. And they're not going to do that. If you saw, I just put out Field 68. If you guys want a basketball podcast, and we'll start talking about basketball here in the next couple of weeks. We spent 25% more than any other team in the country on basketball. That's the rumor Field of 68 put out there. It's not, nobody's going to confirm it because we're not going to give our numbers, but we're going to be good in basketball. So, yeah, Clemson. Come on, man. If we play in the ACC, we could get in the playoff. The problem is we just happen to play in the best damn league. We can't, Indiana got in them. Yeah, they got in the playoffs. They ain't played anybody now. Yeah, you get 10 wins. You cannot back into the playoffs in the SEC. Okay. Every other league, you can back into the playoffs with an easy little schedule, but not in this league. Because even the bad teams will beat you up. I mean, Mississippi State took out Arizona State. Arkansas almost took out Ole Miss. So yeah, this league is hard. I mean, top to bottom. There just ain't any gimme games. So yeah, no backing into the playoffs in the SEC. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to go forward, and the other ACC, Big 12. I mean, come on. I think our roster is the 25th best roster in the country. We have a top 25 roster as far as talent. The problem is 14 other SEC schools are ahead of us, are tied with us. Georgia Tech. Yeah, Georgia Tech. Yeah, they played very well. Yeah, so, yeah, Louisville, is not looking great. We'll see what they do if they pick it up. But, yeah, no. We just happen to look, we got to play whoever's in front of us. And when we start doing these pods and stuff, we'll see what happens. But look, playing in this league is not easy. Like I said, if John Summerall wins tomorrow, come and talk to me. If he makes it a one-score game, I would be surprised. If they cover the 12.5, surprise me. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Ole Miss is going to roll them to recruit elite wide receivers. Sure. Well, it just depends. Maybe not. But you know what? We don't need elite wide receivers. We need dependable, above average wide receivers. That's what we need. We need a Kendrick Law. We need a Wan'Dale Robinson. We need that one guy that's going to run block and do everything because the the slot receiver, run blocks. So I don't think we'll get anybody elite because they want to run for, they want 20 catches, well, not 20 catches, but they want, 5 or 6 catches a game. Stoops doesn't get credit. No, he doesn't get credit. He doesn't get credit. Our own media. Randy, our media is the most football illiterate media I have ever seen, Randy, and it makes me so mad. I mean, they wouldn't know football if they friggin' stepped over. Just say the dumbest stuff I've ever heard anybody say. So, I don't know what to do with our media, man. Some of our media is good, but some of our media, awful. I mean, just doesn't know football. I mean, look, I don't know football that well, but they don't know football at all. Just writing stories that are just taking jabs at Mark Stoops, all the time. I don't stand that. I can't stand that at all. They did put out a positive story tonight. At least they put one out. So, hey, I'll give them that. Yeah, you better tell them. Believe me, they've been in here. Oh, they know. They saw that video when I chewed Nick Roush out. I told him to man up. He's not going to man up. He's not going to man up because he's a beta male. I mean, just look, man. Luckett, I like you, man. Beta male. You're not going to man up and go write the story you should write. So just, all right. They're just going to wait and sit quietly and hope we go 3-9. That's their strategy. Okay. All right. Don't ruin it for us. Listen, guys, don't let anybody ruin your joy. We have a good football team. We have some damn good players on our team and kids that are out there playing hard. And then you got some dumbass media people, bad mouthing our coach and our football program. We got kids out there. You're not going to see Seth McGowan. We're not going to see Siaj Pete again. We have some really good players, Joshua Braun. We got a lot of one-year players, a lot of good players, and they're out there playing hard. Go support the team. Watch the game. If you can go to the game, go to the game. Support the team. That's what we should be doing. We wouldn't be doing this shit in basketball. If Mark Pope was struggling like he was last year, did anybody jump on him? Did anybody? No, they didn't. But they sure as hell jump on Mark Stoops, don't they? That's what makes me mad right there is. It's not fair. Fair treatment. If you're going to, don't treat one program one way and one the other. That's what makes me mad. But yeah, negative people. Yeah. Look, we got a good team. We got some good players. Enjoy life. Look, football is supposed to be fun, okay? It's no fun if you friggin', your own media is dogging out your team. They wouldn't do that shit in Georgia unless they were really bad. They're not going to do that. Alabama's media is not going to do that. Now, they're mad, but they're not going to sit there and, some of them will say that to get clicks. Almost left because, I mean, he's a good coach. Let's see what he can do before we say we're going to be 3-9. Let's just hold up a second. Let's just get a win. And like I said, we have a really good offensive line and a really good defensive line. And I'm going to talk about our defense on Sunday. And your Gusta is playing stellar. Humphrey Grace, stellar. We run that defense really, the 3-4 defense. We run that very well. And I didn't know if we'd be able to stop the run with 3 down linemen and 4 guys standing up and 4 back in the back. But we are, other than don't count the Eastern Michigan game, we are doing well against the run. That's what we got to do. So stop the run. That's the key to any football game. John Gruden. I told you I was just on his channel, watching his channel. It's all about the run game. If you can run the football, you will dictate the alignment of the other team's defense and the pace of play. That's what we're trying to do. But our media is so illiterate, football illiterate, that they don't understand that. And they're like, well, we don't have any sexy players. We're not trying to have sexy players. We're not trying to have the best players. We're trying to have the best team that we can have, not the best players. We tried the best player crap last year. You saw how that worked out. Now we're going back to having the best team. That's what we need to have. We need to have a good team, not a bunch of good players. Best team. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. I don't like our media either. Sometimes I really have to hold back now. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're never going to hear that in here. Look, life's too short. Sports is about having fun, guys. And it's not like we have a bunch of bad players. Last year, now I wasn't happy with our players last year. I wasn't happy with their attitude. I didn't like it because they quit. But this year, completely different, guys. We got some really good players. Joshua Braun and Siaj Pete are going to be in the NFL. McGowan's probably going to be in the NFL. We have 22 or 23 people on NFL rosters right now. But before Stoops got here, that never happened in my lifetime. If we had 4 people in the NFL, 4 or 5 people, 10, we never had 10 people in the NFL. So, yeah, hey, look, he's a good coach. What do you want? Go watch the Dabo Sweeney press conference and just put Mark Stoops' head, his head onto him. I don't know. Curtis, he has something to prove. Yes, he's a good man. Enjoy. That's right, Randy. Yeah, fans make themselves miserable. Dude, if you go into the game already, we're going to lose, and here we go. Why would you do that? Why go? Why write a story, we're coming out of the bye, we're 6-10. Yeah, we're also 7-5 against South Carolina, Mark Stoops is. But you didn't say, they didn't say that. They said the negative thing. That's what makes me mad. Yeah. So Billy Napier talk about, no, I didn't see it. I heard about it. Billy Napier, look, man, how many times Billy Napier and Hugh Freeze get so many chances? That's another thing that makes me mad with the SEC media is they can lose all these seasons and they get, they're trying real hard. Mark Stoops has a 4-8 year and all of a sudden he's the worst coach and he needs to leave. It's like, well, wait a damn minute. These other guys have been losing for like 3 or 4 years, but they get a break and we don't. So, recruit and develop, right? Yeah, yeah. Look, man. Like I said, if you lose Stoops, you lose Brad White. That's what's going to happen. If we brought Summerall in here, we'd lose our. You want to lose Brad White because Brad White is a stellar offensive coordinator. Excuse me, defensive coordinator, and he can go anywhere he wants. I say that he can. There are a lot of schools will take him. You don't think a Big Ten school would take him right now? That's trying to make the playoffs? That hell they wouldn't. Yeah, I seen us knock out three. Yeah, I mean, look, we're intercepted. Randy, we have intercepted the first pass the last two games we intercepted Austin Simmons and this other guy's pass. We've had what in 3 games, Toledo, Ole Miss, and Eastern Michigan, we have 5 interceptions. So yeah, we will intercept your quarterback. That's what we're good at. So yeah. But no. Other shows. Yeah, there's a lot of. Listen, Randy's got a good show. Sports Talk J for Tennessee. Big Blue Breakdown. This dude, young man Jackson, he's probably not here right now. I go on his podcast once a week just because he's trying to build up his channel and I'm trying to help him. So yeah, we'll talk football with him. You know, a couple. I think somebody else emailed me about. I haven't watched their podcast without coming on. That's a cool trend for Kentucky. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, playing time. You're right. And money. Now it's money. Look, guys, you got to realize the college game. It's harder than the NFL. Who said this? I forgot who said this. It's harder than the NFL. I think it was Van Hiles. It's a 1-year contract. Like in the pros, you get players for 3 or 4 years. You know, you get them under contract for 3 or 4 years. But in the college football world, I can come and take your player every year. I mean, everybody's on a 1-year contract. And Patrick Mahomes, you can sign him for 3 or 4 years, but you ain't signing any college players for 3 or 4 years. You every year, a guy could play for 4 different teams, 4 or 5 different teams. So yeah, it's a whole different world, and it's not just about the coaching. You got to have the development. You got to have the GM. You got to have the donors set up. You got to have money now. It's about money, guys. That's what this is about. It's not about let's bring in the best football coach we can bring in. We bring in Nick Saban. How's Belichick doing? Say we brought in Nick Saban. How many games do you think he's going to win here? I mean, he probably wins some, but yeah, you gotta have the players and the money. Inside Arkansas, okay, yeah. Who's the South Carolina guy that gets drunk? And I'm sorry, I'm subscribed to his channel. Talking about. Oh man, whatever the South Carolina is, with the guy that drives the truck or whatever, and he got drunk on his live. That was so funny. I can't now. It escapes me. It was so funny who he is. He's got a decent podcast when he's not intoxicated. He's a decent podcast. South Carolina Jackpot. That's the one. New contract, that big company. Yeah, it should make a difference. But we got to spend our money wisely. That's the key. You can't miss on a player. If you millions of dollars and your player decides to check out halfway through the year, yeah, you're in trouble. Problem with Bowley. He doesn't listen well. Yeah, I've heard that. That he struggles with the playbook. I heard that too. I think Bush Hammond kind of alluded to that. He's not going to say that, but yeah, that's why we got Calzada. Is we were trying to get a gap year. I understand what we were trying to do, but yeah, no, we're going to play Cutter Bowley. Fine. I just think we better than most people think. Yeah, I mean, we just need to, like I said, last year you had to write last year off, guys. Liam Cohen is the guy that screwed us. That's the guy that screwed us right there. Leaving at Christmas year before last. Then you have to get an offensive coordinator in February. Who are you going to get in February? We were going to have to take somebody out of the NFL. You're not going to get anybody good in February. So we were going to have to take somebody out of the NFL. With Rich Scangarello, we see that didn't work. So at least Mark Stoops took somebody that knew how to run a system, because Bush Hampton put Ashton Jeanty. He had Ashton Jeanty his first year. So Ashton Jeanty's starting for the Raiders. So he knows how to run this offense, okay? And the people that don't understand the offense, guys, they don't want to understand the offense, okay? They don't want Stoops to succeed. They don't want to know. I'm going to explain the 3-4 defense to you on Sunday. They ain't going to care what the defense. They don't care. Brock Vandegrift gave up. Yeah, him and about everybody else. The wide receivers gave up. Barry Brown, Dane Key, the offensive line gave up. Yeah, I mean, look, we just, you know, and that's what Florida players are going to do, guys. Who you think? You think they're on the phone right now talking to a team for next year? Okay, they're going to go play for Ohio State. Say a Florida guy's talking and go, Ohio State goes, yeah, we'll take you next year. You think that guy's going to play hard the rest of the year and get hurt if he's going to go to Ohio State next year? That's what happened to us. Barry Brown was on the phone with LSU after about the fifth game. He was on the phone with a couple people. Now that story didn't get put out. Matt Jones was talking about that. So yeah, look, these kids. It's about the money. Our strong side linebacker got hurt. Yes, yeah, and Deion Walker was hurt. You know, our nose guard, big dude playing for the Bills. I don't think he's starting for the Bills. I didn't see him last night, but yeah, I mean, look, you know, we did all the right things this year so far. I'm very pleased. If you know football and you watch our games, you would be pleased with how we're playing. If you don't know football and you just look at the scoreboard or you look at the negative plays, well, then you're not going to be. I just wish the wide receivers, the running backs, and then for a long time there, everybody dropped the ball. The first two games, tight ends weren't even catching the ball. So I mean, at least the tight ends are catching the ball. So hey, we'll take it. And Kendrick Law. So and Patterson played well, and he ran out and caught a pass. So yeah, we just need to look reps. We need reps. This is a new offense. We got new 1-year players trying to teach them this offense. You know, just gotta stay at it. You know, but we got a good defense this year, guys. I mean, really, I watched this. You know, I watched all 3 of our games a couple times, and I'm like, man, other than Eastern Michigan, which I don't count, the first 2 games, man, our line play, we were in that game because of our offensive line and our defensive line. And the team's not sexy, and what players in it, there's no excitement. Look, man, who doesn't get excited over a good offensive and defensive line? Ask South Carolina how excited they are about Lenore Sellers. And how exciting is it to watch them get their ass kicked because they don't have a line? Yeah, not very fun, is it? So all this shit about it's not exciting and nobody's talking about it. What the hell? There's no talking in football. Okay, just win. We need to win. We need to shut up and win. That's what Mark Stoops has been doing. So Law's our best one. Yes, he is. What right receiver step up, Curtis? I wish it was Macklin, you know, but Kendrick Harley Gilmore is the X receiver, and in this offense, the X receiver is the number 1 option. If he could get open, yeah, I mean, look, we'll see. I'd like to see Jamori Macklin get a little more involved, but Kendrick Law is always going to be involved because he run blocks and he does everything. He's in motion. Yeah, you have to follow him. Bush Hamden figured out. Just only guy we need in motion is Law because he will have to shift coverage every time wherever he goes. You better damn well have somebody on him because if you don't, we're going to burn you. Defense, yes. Our quarterback guy should never throw over 30 passes. I mean, really, if our quarterback throws 20 to 25 passes, we probably won that game because this is about running the ball. I think Boley threw 20 last game, 12 for 20. Yeah, so about 20, 25, 26 pass. You get up over 30 passes, you know, like Ole Miss, I think Calzada was 15 of 30. And then, yeah, so yeah, you start getting up over 30 passes, we probably lost. Okay. So people that don't understand our offense, of course, they would have to study that. And some of the KSR boys just, I don't know what they're thinking or what they're doing. Quarterback is going to be better. Yes. Yeah, he will be back. Waller will be back. They just set him for a precaution, and we need him back. And look, they played Kivas Thomas. And yeah, one thing Stoops said, this week they're working on getting the defensive second and third string reps because as you saw when they came in the game, we got burned a couple times. So yeah, we need to get them some reps. Look, Mark Stoops can still coach. Okay, guys. I mean, come on. He's not some scrub. He's still the winningest coach in the history of our school. And there's never been a time in my lifetime where I thought we were going to pull a game out at the end. At least we can pull some games out. So we will play South Carolina. Yep. And we just need to play we need to play our game on anybody we play. We need to keep them at 70 snaps and keep us at 70 snaps. They were trying to get it Cutter Boley at the end of the first half, guys. Ryan Glimmer was talking about we didn't mess up the end of the first half, okay? They were trying to get Cutter Boley a 2-minute drill. If you're listening to what the commentators were saying, I went back and watched. They were trying to get him out on the field, but yeah, we had to call a timeout because it was 3rd and inches, and somebody was thinking about going for it on our own 35, so we punted it. Kendrick Law gets a 15-yard penalty, puts them up at the 40-yard line. They go score. So we sort of blew that. It was not a time thing, though. Kurt, when we're out, could you tell he was out? When he was out. Okay, who was out? Kurt, who are you talking about? Who was out? Whenever the cornerback was out? Are you talking about defense, Curtis? Hey, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Hey, if this is your first time in here, guys, speak up. If you're from another school, we'll listen to anybody. We respect everybody. We respect Tennessee. We respect Louisville. Randy from that F&N Dogs podcast is in here. We talk to him. We'll take anybody. Big Ten school, Walker. Yeah, Hip Waller. He'll be back. Yeah, it hurt us. Yeah, it hurt us because then J.Q. Hardaway went out because he got banged up. So we were playing with two backup cornerbacks because I think we moved J.Q. Hardaway over. Yes, we will have to do better, but we'll be at full strength is what they're saying. Nobody is hurt long term. That's what Mark Stoops said. So that's good. Yeah, so we'll have our full complement of people at South Carolina. And then we play Georgia, and then we have another bye. So we have 2 early byes, and then we have a very long stretch of games. So, yeah, Texas is homecoming. So, hey, we're not afraid to play. Yeah, we didn't schedule Tennessee Tech as homecoming. No, we put Texas as homecoming. So, yeah, that's right. Let's beat them. I think we can give them a game. Who's scared of them? Imagine if they lost to us, dude. They would have to. Their fans would be jumping off buildings. I say that jokingly. Suicide hotline would be lit up. But yeah, these games are not life and death, guys. This Carolina jackpot, dude. If you guys don't know who that is, when South Carolina got beat so bad last week, he was on there intoxicated. He was screaming and yelling and cursing. I'm like, dude, man, I'll get upset if we lose, but I ain't gonna lose control of myself, and I sure as hell ain't gonna be drinking. All right, well, we've been going an hour and a half. Seriously, I can't believe we've been going that long. Yeah, JQ Hart. Look, we're putting a lot of people in the pros. We got more people in pros than Ole Miss. Did you guys know that? Yeah, we have about 4 or 5 more players than they do. We put people in the NFL. So look, we can't develop talent. What an ignorant thing for somebody to say. People just say stuff. They know what the hell they're talking about. Shut up. I ain't gonna tell you who said that, but it doesn't matter. Our media, our media. Some of them, stick to basketball. Some of our channels. Have you watched some of our channels? Some of our guys that do channels, stick to basketball. You don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, and we'll do basketball, guys. We're gonna have a good basketball team, but we're gonna finish out football. But basketball is gonna be a fun time. But let's get to a bowl here. Let's win 3-9, guys. Do you know what's going to happen if we win 6 or 7? Well, I know what's going to happen. If we beat South Carolina, I'll already tell you what's going to happen. They'll say, because our media, the KSR boys, had said we will not win one SEC game. That's what they predicted. That's what all the professional SEC podcasts said. SEC Unfiltered, those good old boys, Cousin Shane, all the Fine Bombers, Josh Pay. We're not going to win but 2 games, maybe 3. When we start winning some games here, let's just see how much fun it starts to get. Because I know I'm going to have a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to win some games. I said 6. We're going to win 6. Look, we're better than what you think. We're just keep saying we're the worst team, and we'll just see. But people have to catch the ball. That's the key. Catch the ball. Because we do have to throw it. But yes, we should win this next game, guys. I'll be interested to see what the point spread is. especially if they get blown out. Then it's probably a pick 'em game. It'll be like a 2.5. We'll be either plus 2.5 or, minus 2.5. But it'll be, yeah, it's a winnable game right now. I can tell you, I just did a video on Vanderbilt and South Carolina game. Go back and watch it. I actually go on. Vanderbilt actually intrigues me more than South Carolina. Vanderbilt is a very interesting team. I didn't, Pavia, he's really good. He's good. Yeah, they're practicing. I mean, hey, catching the it's like it's like shooting threes. They're like, in practice he hit 100 threes, and then he gets in the game, whoever he is, and misses every damn one of them. It's a whole lot different when it's a real game, and we play under the lights. And I jokingly said, "Oh my God, we can't catch the ball when it's broad daylight." Although, dude, I guess that was a night game last week. I was jokingly saying, "Hey, can we just play all day games when the sun is at just 12 o'clock games?" So, because maybe we need to catch them in the dark. I don't know. Maybe we need to play at night. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yes, please. If you're not subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button. I did go over 500. Very happy to go over 500. I got a good video coming out on Sunday on I'm going to break down our defense for you, our 3-4 defense that we run, and explain what that is, because not everybody knows, and I didn't know everything when I broke it down today. I learned some stuff because I don't know everything. And then I do have a PlayStation video out we're going to do our offense on PlayStation 5, so that if an 8-year-old can play this game and run our plays, then surely I will be able to understand it. So I got that coming out. I'll probably do a Mark Stoops video. Make sure you get all notifications. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you got to hit the all. I say that anytime you subscribe to somebody's channel, if you want to get the notifications, if you just hit subscribe and you don't click subscribe and hit all, you won't get the notifications. Like, it'll pop up on your phone when I'm on. So there you go. Oh, there's my UK. Look at that. Yeah, living in Indiana. This is real popular, by the way, especially in basketball season. Randy, what's up? Yeah, no, he said something about Mark. If Josh Payton, no, I did not, Randy. Tell me what it was. But he said Mark. He takes shots at Mark. Mark Stoops has the best job in college. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. No, what did he say, Randy? I'll take it, but I don't care for that guy. Yeah. I don't know if that was a compliment or not, but yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah, our media put that up. Our media put that out day before yesterday. That Josh Payton says. I'm like, man, our media. God dang, man. Just taking shots. They put one good article out tonight. We are the 4th best rushing team in the SEC, and we are ranked highly nationally in running the ball. Imagine that. Wow. Who said that at the beginning of the year? I did. When people said, I don't know what kind of offense we're running. Well, okay. You'll see it. It's one back sets. We're going to run the ball. No, I know. That's all right, dude. That's all right, Randy. I saw it. No, our media, look, if anybody takes a shot at Mark Stoops, Randy, we'll know it immediately, because they're going to post it immediately, because they want Mark Stoops gone. So anything, hell, Randy, if you want to get on Kentucky media, Randy, go say something really crazy about Mark Stoops. They'll put you in the paper. They'll put you online, So, yeah. So if you need some more subscribers, get in our media. Start talking bad about Mark Stoops. To meet him. Tapeworm. What's up, Tapeworm? We have a lot of new players that haven't played together. Yes, that is true. This week, the backup defensive players are all playing because they did not play well, especially the cornerbacks that came in. Kevis Thomas, who we picked up from Maryland, and I forgot who else was over there playing. We had a freshman over there playing who was really good. Guyton. I had to look him up on the roster, and he played good. So, no, we're getting all the backups, reps. Football is not basketball, guys. I get tired of, football is so much harder. It's harder to play. It's harder to coach. It's just harder. We'll turn Kentucky in a couple weeks. Yep, you turn to them. Yes, it will. I know we're going to play. Hey, maybe we can give you a game. At least maybe we won't get blown out. We can't win that 40-33 overtime or whatever, however high it was, Randy. If we get in the 30s, we're dead in the water. Yeah. If you run 80 plays on us, or more plays, we're not going to – it didn't go well. So, we have to keep it – we need to keep it definitely under 30s, low 30, 31. is about as high as we can go. So yeah, it'll be a good game. I mean, I like playing Georgia. Uh, sometimes we'll give you a game. But no, we have been going an hour and a half, so I will go a little bit longer, guys. I was going to do the South Carolina Missouri game, but I did a little poll and nobody wanted to watch. I get it. I understand. So you know what? I will not get to do the South Carolina game. That's the only game my work schedule will not allow me to do. Other than that, I will do every other game. Texas, Georgia, we will live stream, live chat, not live stream, live chat, all of them right here. Yeah, everybody. Texas, Tennessee. We're going to watch it right here. And we're going to have fun, damn it. Fun is what it's about, guys. We got some really good players. We really do. And it's a damn shame if you don't enjoy them when they're here, because you will not see Siaj Pete, Joshua Braun. You're going to see them in the NFL. That's where you're going to see them, those offensive linemen. Enjoy it, okay? Just enjoy it. That's what sports is about, fun. And look, it's so fun to lose, but, if you play well and you lose and the team's just better than you, like we played well against them. We didn't play real bad against Ole Miss. They're just better than we were. That happens in sports all the time. Sometimes somebody's just better than you. I think Bush is the right coach. Yeah, I mean, let's see how he does with his system. It's only been 3 games. I've been pleased so far in the 3 games. When you're the 4th highest, best rushing team in the SEC, that says something. Now, we are running the ball a lot more. But yes, we are going to run the ball because we need to. Running the ball wins football games. I was watching John Gruden. John Gruden has a YouTube channel, guys. Go watch John Gruden. He said, if you can run the ball, you force the defense to change their alignment, because however many guys you put on a run play, they have to match that number of guys. That's why we put Kendrick Law in motion. Oh, yeah. Tom Leach was talking about that on his radio show. I was driving home listening to Tom Leach. He said our pass protection is 1,000 times better than it was last year. If you notice, our quarterbacks have not been getting hit, guys. Okay? They're not making – how many tackles behind the line of scrimmage on our running backs? Not many. Go watch I just posted South Carolina Vanderbilt. I only did like 12, 14 plays. Look how many times South Carolina running back gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A lot, okay? So our offensive line is stellar. I have a shorts video I just put on one play of our offensive line. It's about the big blue wall. Go on my shorts channel. It's a 15-second video and watch our offensive line. Even though it's Eastern Michigan, we've been doing it against everybody. It shows you one play, and you'll see how we're running the ball. Our offensive line is stellar. And you'll see Kendrick Law come in at the last second and run block, because that's what he does. So that's why Stelato's not in there, guys, is because Stelato was Kendrick Law's backup, and Kendrick Law is going to be in the game. So, yes. For him to get on the field, something bad probably happened, because we need Law out of everybody else. But I'm glad we stopped all that pre-snap motion crap, and we just put Law in motion. So, yeah, we stopped that Chinese fire drill crap, which he was smart enough to do that. We're not – look, our IQ – yeah, I mean, look, you get all those new players together. Everybody doesn't know the play. So, all right, I'm going to stay on a few more minutes, guys. Look, let's hope that South Carolina, doesn't – I mean, I don't want to wish bad on anybody, but let's hope Missouri wins that game. That's all I'll say. And I think they will. Even if Sellers plays, guys, that you're going to see. Just go watch some of the game tomorrow night. Unless they get up off the mat, they have not played well. They should have lost to Virginia Tech, guys. They ran a kickback. That's how they beat Virginia Tech. They didn't score on them. They didn't run for 100 yards on South Carolina State. They didn't run for 100 yards on Vanderbilt. They didn't, they're just struggling. We gave Ole Miss. We covered the spread. We had a shot. We had a shot at the end, and we just, one play short. Cutter Boley did not see Kendrick Law, and he was looking right at him the whole time, and he would not throw. I don't know what happened on his mind. He didn't pull the trigger, but he came into the game cold. So, if he had been playing, like you said, maybe he would have made that throw. But, yeah, we hung with them. They did not blow us off the field. Every podcast in the country, especially SEC podcast, said we were going to get beat 52-7, and I told you to bet the 10.5, and I won a lot of money off that game. So, yes. Yeah. So we'll see what Ole Miss does tomorrow. We'll see what John Summerall's made of. Now they're friends, so he might take it easy on him and put his. Let's see how quick Ole Miss puts their backups in if they get a lead, because they certainly didn't do that. Well, they never had a lead on. It was never safe for us to put their backups in. And look, I'm not anti John Summerall. It's just the guy hadn't done anything. I mean, he hadn't beat an SEC team, and he's beat one ranked team, Navy, and Army beat the crap out of him last year. So yeah, I mean, look, he may be an up and coming coach, but look, we'll worry about a coach if we get to that point. I would give it to Brad White. I would offer it to Brad White if it was me, but I don't know what you guys think. But yep. So anyway, we will do a live. You know what? Let's do one Sunday night. Let's let all the games play tomorrow, and then I'll come on here. I'll schedule one for Sunday night, and then you guys, if you guys want to talk, you know what? We'll talk Sunday night, and we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see. A lot of Tennessee plays easy games. There's a lot of easy games for SEC teams, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean he's the winningest coach in look, I'm gonna do a video on Mark Stoops, and it's gonna be titled "Mark Stoops is who you thought he was, or you think he is." Look, he is what you think. Like, he's the winningest coach. Some people like him, some people don't. How you could want to dump him after one bad year, I have no idea what the thought process is behind that. I don't know what reasoning you're using. Unless you thought 7-6 is a bad year, which it's not. Vanderbilt was 7-6 last year, and you thought they won the national championship. So Oklahoma, Auburn, yeah, I mean they won 7. They've been 5-7, both of them. So yeah, look, it's 1 year. If it continues, look, if we go 6-6 with this schedule, I'll tell you what, that's a hell of an accomplishment, and I think we will. And you know what? Let's see. Like I said, I have faith in running the ball. Running the ball is just play our game and run that ball. We have to stop Jackson Arnold. He can run. He's faster than Pavia. He runs straight real fast. He runs more than he passes. I think their last game last week, I looked at the stats. He had 130 yards passing and 180 yards rushing. So we got to stop that. That's why we're playing a 3-4, and I'll go over that. And we got to tackle. We got to stop the run. Stopping the run is the key. Running the ball and stopping the run is the key to our season. If we can run the ball and we can stop the other team from running the ball, look, everybody's going to get passes on you, but you can't let somebody break off runs, okay? Stop the run. Run the ball and stop the run. That's the key. We got 2 good lines, so we have a chance. Just like I said, make it a 15-round boxing match. Don't let them knock you out. Make it go 15 rounds. Make it be a split decision. That's what it needs to be. Yeah. Some of our media will eventually understand that. I know it. I know they will. I have faith in you guys. If any of you's in here and you're just not speaking up, and I know some of you come in here, look, man, just let's see how the season plays out. Yeah, we can't be ourselves, and we haven't. We have not so far. I mean, yeah, we missed a couple plays here and there, and we dropped the ball. We were still in that game. We've been in every game. We've won 2. Yeah, people did not have us beating Toledo. I want you to understand. A lot of people 2-10 or 2-11 or whatever, 2-10. So yeah, now it's 3-9. So okay, then it'll be 4-8 when we win this. Then it'll be, well, it's not good enough. Yeah, some people, no matter what Mark Stoops does, it will never be good enough. So, all right, guys. Well, look, let's call this one at an hour and 40 minutes. We will call this. I enjoyed being in here with you guys tonight. Look, come in here Sunday night. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I'll put a live up for Sunday night. Might do it a little earlier, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, and we'll talk about what happens. We'll all know what happens with John Summerall. We'll all know what happens with. I think we're going bowling. Yes, we'll know what happens with South Carolina. We'll see if Sellers plays or if he doesn't. Even if he does, the guys, their lines, they're in a little bit of trouble. All right, guys. Well, look, have fun tomorrow. We're not playing. Just watch some games and enjoy football. And then on Sunday, if you watch the NFL, hey, enjoy it. I play fantasy football, so I'm gonna enjoy that. So I'll be in here Sunday night. My video will come out Sunday during the day on our defense. So you can watch my 3-4 defensive video. I'll talk to you about about the defense we run, and hopefully we can all learn something about football because God knows some of us, me included, need to know more about football. All right, guys. Look, have a good night. Enjoy the day tomorrow. Get out there and do something. It's gonna be nice. So have fun. If you got family, hey man, hug your kids, call your mom. Be nice to your wife, be nice to your husband, and just enjoy life. All right. I'll see you guys Sunday night. Go Cats.